Referee throws a flag for intentional grounding, but should he have? Let's take a look. It's like second and about 5. Quarterback in shotgun, turns, throws the ball. All right. So things now I will help some people along, all right, just to consider. You know, in order to have intentional grounding, we have to know, was the quarterback under duress? Is he throwing the ball away to conserve time or yardage? Is the quarterback out of the free blocking zone? Does the ball get back to the line of scrimmage? If the quarterback is out of the free blocking zone, these are all things that we need to consider. All right, let's go to the poll. Let's show the results. 76% said yes, intentional grounding. 24% said no. Okay. If you are any yes or no, we got 21 people who participated, and you'd like to text Robert and tell us why, or in the comments of the Q&A, Robert can look at those as well. Let me know, because I'm going to go to Robert, because I'm going to be interested to hear why some people. I almost was going to make this like a fill-in one, but I just wanted to make it easier for everybody to see to participate. So, all right, so I'm going to walk through this play, because this play was. I'm going to tell you that intentional grounding was called on this play by me. And here's, after watching the play, I wish probably wasn't called. And here's the reason. It might still, Bill might agree that it should have still been called. All right, look at the guy at the top. I want you to look at the motion player at the top coming down. All right, he comes down, and the defensive end, or it might even have been a safety or something, hits him. This is a legal hit. This isn't a hold. It's not the running back being held so he can't get to the ball. This is a completely legal hit. He's coming across. He could be a potential blocker. So he looks like he could be a potential blocker. There's nothing wrong with that hit. But now the ball ends up going to where maybe that guy was headed. Okay? So the question is that as a referee, what do we do? What's our mechanic? Our mechanic is, all right, now we see a ball away. Now as a referee, going with what Bill said, I need to know where that ball was thrown. Okay, now I need to know if there was an eligible receiver in the area, because I'm watching the quarterback, and I don't know if you can see, it's a little bit grainy, but the referee, who is me, is pointing to the H, the official at the bottom, saying, do you have anybody? And the H isn't doing anything. The guy at the bottom isn't doing anything. To the point where he finally gets on the radio and says, no, there's no receiver here. No receiver. Okay, so the information provided to me, there was no receiver. So what do we got? That quarterback is still in the free blocking zone. He's still in, and he's being pressured, and it appears the ball is being thrown away to conserve yardage. Okay, so this is intentional grounding under that circumstance. But with this player being this potential eligible receiver, being legally hit, but then being knocked off, wouldn't you think that maybe a line of scrimmage official would see that and say something and maybe make that judgment, or at least talk about this? So I'm going to start with Bill. Bill, on this play, you're the referee. Do you want the sideline official to come to you and give you this information? Does that change your call? Does it make you not call intentional grounding? Does it say, it doesn't matter, there was nobody there? What's your thought?
Well, I'm the guy that knows if he's in the tackle box, out of the tackle box. I know if he's under duress or not. But the other officials are the ones that are going to tell me about a receiver in the area, or if the pass got back and across the line of scrimmage or not. So they have a piece of information that influences whether I put a flag down or not. To say that nobody saw this number, the guy who came down in motion there, well, somebody was responsible to see what he was doing, to see if what was his motion legal. Was he moving forward at the snap? I mean, somebody should have been watching this guy. And then somebody should have been looking to see if the contact he made or the contact made on him was legal. We're responsible for all those things. So for nobody not to see this player is not acceptable.
No, I agree. If I'm the wing official, if I'm that official down there, I mean, we talk about keys and priorities, but it's also about officiating. That guy's coming across, and there's no other receivers, there's no other blockers in the area. I better see that and then know. And now I'm going to reverse hat. If I was that official on that sideline, I'm going to the referee and saying, we had a receiver. He was right there. He got knocked down. You're good. Let it go. I'm going right to him, and I'm giving him that information. Or maybe I'm even just pointing to that guy on the ground. So that way, I'm not saying yes, we got that. Because if I don't have anybody, I'm going to go to that referee right away, and I'm going to be like, I don't have anybody. So if the referee sees me coming to him, that means that, he doesn't have anybody because he wouldn't be coming to me. But if he points or gets on the radio, 3 or whatever, then I don't care. I'm done. It's off the hook. We've got a receiver. I don't care if it got back to the line of scrimmage. I don't care if he was out of the tackle box or out of the free blocking zone. It doesn't matter at that point. Okay. So I think this should have been handled a lot better mechanically, and I would have liked to have seen it done. If Mike has a comment, I'll go to Mike. If not, I'm going to go to Robert here real quick. Robert, does anybody text in and pick up?
Yes.
Did a lot of people pick up on that?
They did, but we do have some viewers that are being forthcoming and say we cannot predict routes by eligible receivers either. So the flag has merit, and we have viewers that claim, listen, referee threw the flag. Is there a receiver near where the pass was thrown? No, because I don't know where that receiver was supposed to go. You're making an assumption. Yeah, he was supposed to go that route, but he got blocked and prevented to go there. Well, he could have gone out on an out route just as well as he could have gone on an in route. So I'm just saying what the viewers are commenting, Tim. They would support the flag by the referee.
Bill, I'm going to go back to you.
I'm going to go back and tell you that I'm not putting a flag down until I've got information from you.
Okay.
And this guy's throwing it right down at his feet. I don't have a flag because I need more information. The second part of that is that, it's not our job to be mind readers about where they're going to run. But the bottom line to it is if they're in the area and they've been contacted or that, the whole purpose of allowing a passer off the hook is there were too many injuries on passers. So they wanted to give him an opportunity to throw the ball away and live to play another down. So they're giving us an out on not calling this. Take advantage of it. And then turn your microphone on and say, there's no foul for intentional grounding. There was a receiver in the area.
Yeah, I agree.
love it, Bill.
If I'm the wing official, and I appreciate the comment about, you're not a mind reader, but this isn't a mind reader. This is, I see a guy coming across who is a potential receiver. He's a potential receiver. Is he still a potential blocker possibly? Yes, but he's also a potential receiver. And he gets knocked and the ball comes out right after that in that general area. I'm looking for the out. I'm not looking for the flag. That's what, I would rather have the out than the flag personally. And I think that should be our mantra. We try to not throw flags. We throw flags when we have to. In this one, I don't think you had to. I didn't have to. And if I would have gotten that information, I would not have.
First of all, Bill, what you said is a golden nugget. Thank you. Everyone appreciates that. Us viewers are trying to elevate our game up. And we have a couple of just legitimate questions. Define in the area is a question because they don't know if there's a parameter set to that.
There is none. Yeah. It's called judgment. Okay. Really. Okay. It's called judgment. Yeah. And in this case, I'll go back to the play. I'll pull the play up here again. Let me get it up here. So you go back to the play. It would be the judgment of the sideline official. That's really it. It's the judgment of the sideline official. If he felt that right there, that this area, that this receiver, potential receiver, was headed that way, and that's enough in the area, and that the only reason he's not there is because of legal contact. I want to be very clear, it's a legal contact. Then it's his judgment. If it was his judgment that player was not going that direction, or that this contact it doesn't have anything to do with this quarterback throwing the ball away, and he's got nobody there, and he's adamant and comes to me as the referee and is adamant that there was nobody there and that there was nobody in his judgment, there was no eligible receiver in the area. Now it's on you to make the call, because I don't know if, as a wing official, I don't know if that guy was in or outside of the free blocking zone. So now it's on you. Boom. Now it's on me. So hopefully what's the next one, Robert?
Yeah. Okay. So this is one where viewers, I just want to let you know you're being heard. Out of respect, make it be their association is going to follow the best practices, and we're aligning with you and Tim and Bill, of course, on this. There's no doubt we're going to align with you, but there's just some deeper trying to understand this. Where in the rule book does it really have any language on where the receiver needs to be? And don't we give credit to the defense for making legal contact from preventing the receiver to be in the vicinity?
So you know what? Who wants to throw flags? We don't want to throw flags. That's what whoever's out there nitpicking the little rule book on this one. Yeah, this is coming from me. No, don't throw your flag on this. You're looking for a reason to throw your flag. Why? Why are you looking for a reason to throw? Let's look for a reason to not throw our flag. Okay? That's the most important thing. Look for a reason. And no offense, okay? You're allowed to have your opinion. Go ahead, throw 50 flags a game. It's up to you. I don't care. I just better not be on your game, because this is one, it's not in the rule book where, to no intent of a receiver. You're absolutely correct. It's not in the rule book, but this is called judgment. This is called officiating. This is called being a student of the game, understanding what that player was supposed to do, and understanding that, yes, the defense made a good play, thus you have an incomplete pass. You're going to third down. That's the good play. It's not to penalize somebody in high school. It's an additional 5 yards. It's a spot and a 5 and a loss. I just don't I don't agree with that at all, personally.
Love the passion. Love the passion. In all sincerity, I think we actually did learn a lot from this play. So it was healthy. It's a healthy exchange. Yeah, I just wanted to share some perspectives from the viewers. But I think, the best practices that you and Bill have shared, we hope to embrace and then bring to our game. So well done.
Bill, what do you got?
Yeah, we may not be reading minds about where a guy's supposed to go, and you're not taking away a play by the defense. They're getting an incomplete pass. We're moving to the next down.
Right. Exactly.
It's about game management.
Game management. Absolutely, Bill. Game
I don't
management.
have the greatest eyes in the history of the game, so I'm gonna go with the best philosophy on how to officiate a game.
I know. I think it's great. I don't think you're going to get much argument on this. If you don't call intentional grounding and you say number such and such was on the ground and he was headed that way and that was my judgment, I don't think you're going to get a ton of argument from the opposing team. Personally, Mike, I'll let you give the last word and on this and how you would rule or what you think, and maybe you're in agreement with all of us.
Oh, I just love what you're saying about the communication. I think that the referee is in terrible position to determine where that ball goes. We're in bad position to determine whether there's any receivers in the area. So we're fully dependent on our crewmates. If they come and tell us that, and then we look at the film later like this and say, boy, we should have just gone to the next down, that's a conversation for the crew to try to get better. It's not a situation where we need to beat ourselves up about it, though, because you did the right thing. You listened to your crewmate gave you the information, you put the flag down, you move on, you do better next time. But the Slido folks, the people making comments, much like Robert's commentary, there's a lot of people that are looking in the rule book to try to find a way to put a flag on this. And I like your game management commentary. I think it makes a lot more sense to go to fourth down, go to third down, lost it down, move on.
Move on. Once again, no offense to anybody. I got a little passionate there because what we're trying to do is we're trying to elevate, like Robert said. We're trying to make everybody better. And rules, if you want to hang your hat on this one because you felt that the rule doesn't give you the option of saying, well, there was no receiver in the area and it doesn't matter how that player got down, fine. And you want to go to the rule book, fine. That's what you got, okay? But I'm telling you right here that best practice, and you heard from everybody, lots of experience that this probably not, if we can pass on this. I would have liked to have passed on it. I threw a flag on this, okay? I would have liked to have passed on it, and if I was the wing official, like I said, reversed, I would have talked my referee off of it. I would have gone and said, no, you're good. I hope I would have saw that block. I hope I would have saw that action as I'm required to, should do, and be able to provide information to the referee to move on.